The Playground. This is your host Castro. I'm here with my friend Kai. Kai, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
So yeah, like basically, me and Kai were talking. We're like, I'm just adding like the video format part of the podcast. So I was like, who else but you to have on the first episode?
I'm so flattered.
So yeah, basically, I just want to talk about college and just like our different experiences, how you like lived your life versus mine this past year. So like, I think we should just kind of get into it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. So, what was your favorite part about college?
My favorite part, definitely the people that I've met. I've made some incredible friends who I know that I'm definitely gonna have in my life for a very long time.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't know. I mean, I think the friends that I've made in college are like different than the friends I had originally like in high school.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I haven't yet assessed if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just like the friends here I have, like they're kind of like not loose cannons, but like kind of run around, have fun, to enjoy ourselves a bit more. And the ones at college a bit more like, okay, like, what are we doing? Like, what's 10 years from now, 15 years from now?
Really, for me, it's like kind of different. I feel like my friends in high school, honestly, I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't like even say they're that different. Like I love them all. Honestly, I made such good friends in high school and in college.
So if the friends you have in high school and college are similar, then like why are the friends in college like? Do you value the friends you have in college more than the friends you have in high school, or they're just different?
No, I think that the group of friends I made in high school and college, they've definitely affected me in different ways.
Okay.
For sure. Like I feel like the ones in high school, like they have like seen me definitely change throughout the years for sure. And then the ones I met in college, they've only seen me for like a year, I'd say. But I think overall, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I'd say
like fresh start. Is that
it
kind of
was
the
a
same?
fresh start. Honestly, going into college, I felt like I really needed a fresh start with
Okay.
everything. And I was kind of thinking like on my first day, I was like thinking who I wanted to be, and I had this whole idea of who I wanted to be and how I wanted to act differently and how I just kind of wanted to recreate myself and be the person who I always thought that I could be.
Yeah.
Did that happen? Not necessarily. I didn't really change a lot. I feel like I just
So you had a plan, basically. Is what you're
I
saying.
did have a plan. It's kind of, I feel like it's kind of hard to change yourself completely as a person.
Yeah, I can. Agree with that.
I do like myself a lot more than like who I used to be
school?
for sure. Yeah, 100%. I feel like I've definitely matured a lot in a lot of ways, and I feel like honestly going to college in New York,
Yeah.
like being in New York, you do have to mature kind of
I know.
quickly.
I kind of find that like funny about what you said, because there are some people I met at my school in DC who like they reinvented themselves, but like in a way that everyone obviously knew was fake. It's like, oh, this was not who you were your entire life, and like can you kind of just see like you kind of came to college and decided to like just be new.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, I definitely did not peak in high school. I'll say that for
Okay.
sure. So I really wanted to reinvent myself and kind of be the best version. And I feel like I did do that, even though I didn't really change myself. I feel like I did. It was more of what I surrounded myself with. I found
Yeah.
people who made me happy. I did things that made me happy. And in that way, I felt like I didn't really need to change myself. I just kind of to change what was around me
Okay.
and
So you
things
so
I
you would say it's
did.
like a success, like the version
Oh
of you
yeah,
in
no.
college.
I love college. I'm so excited to go back. I've been missing it so
Okay.
much. I've literally been going to New York as much as possible over the summer just to see my friends and kind of just to be in that environment.
Well, I kind of think that's where me and you differ a little bit, because I kind of came to college already knowing like who I wanted to be,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think we can get into it later, but obviously like there was a lot of events that happened that kind of just did not put me on that path.
Yeah.
So I realized like, okay, like this is not the type of person like I can be anymore. It was like I kind of, the person I was in high school was like an unsustainable version of myself. That like if I had kept progressing as that individual, then like it would have negatively impacted me.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, yeah, I mean, we kind of get into like details. Like it's like I was kind of like I was rowing when I did get recruited for rowing, but I was just like partying all the time. Like summer was just like, even though I was working out, like summer was just like always like drinking, partying, like having fun. And when I got to school, like that all caught up with me, and I got like super injured,
Mm-hmm.
and I like tore both my labrums, and like the doctor said like I was just kind of like gonna be like fucked up for a year. And I realized that like, okay, this person that I like did like so much can't be around anymore. So I was like, okay, I have to reinvent myself from kind of like scratch. So like I kind of like for me, it's like knew who I wanted to be, and you kind of were building yourself already. So like, that's kind of where you differentiate.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's kind of the opposite for me. I like for the whole like drinking, partying. I definitely didn't do as much of that in high school as I do now.
Yeah, you were quiet. You were a lot tamer in high school.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, compared to like my lifestyle now,
Okay.
I'd definitely say so. I mean,
well, you're in New York. So
yeah, and also I don't know. It's like I'd say my lifestyle definitely has a lot of going out in it.
Yeah.
But a lot of my favorite nights have just been like in my dorm room with my friends, just like talking and just kind of just being with them. Honestly, I feel like as long as I'm with the friends that I've made in college, I can kind of be anywhere and still have so much fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I kind of want to like hone in on that a little bit. It's like me and you. Like, I go to school in DC, you go to school in New York.
Yeah.
We just go to like two huge parts of the U.S., like two huge big cities. It's like, what does it feel like to be in like everyone? Like, if you ask someone in like the middle of nowhere, like, have you heard of New York? Anyone in the world would be like, oh yeah, of course I've heard of New York. So it's like, how does it feel to be there?
I mean, honestly, I had like a small idea of what to expect going into it, but
Okay.
I like looking, if I could have like seen myself a year ago where I am now, I would have never believed it.
Yeah.
Like just looking back, like honestly, I think my younger self would have just been like so amazed of all the things that I've been doing and just like kind of where I am in life. Being in New York, it's definitely complicated, I'd say. I feel like there's a lot of well, for one thing, my school isn't like a regular campus, so
okay.
it's
it,
not
it's
like
integrated. It's like,
yeah. So we have like one building where you have some classes, and then you have like a cafeteria, and then my dorm room was a 10-minute walk away from all of that. So like the dorms are like scattered around the city, so that's a bit different. And then like for the partying, we don't have frat parties.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been
Are
to
there
like
any frats at your school?
there are.
But they're like weird.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to one, and I don't know if a lot of people have. There are frat parties. Like I've been to an NYU frat party a couple of times, and
Are those fun? Like, I mean,
I've been okay. It's fun if you make it fun, honestly. But like, I feel like that's a situation for like anywhere you are. Like, if you make it fun, it's gonna be fun. I was with my friends, so we just like had our own kind of like. We always have a system when we go out, and we always find a way to make it fun. I did get stuck to like a fly trap there, so that was not fun, and the bathroom was disgusting. But it's always kind of funny because New York is everyone in New York is connected.
Yeah.
It's such a big city with so many people, but somehow, like anyone you know knows someone else that you know.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. So like we would go there and we'd like see people that like we knew, and that would make it fun. But I definitely have not been to a frat party in a long time.
Yeah, because like a lot of the girls that I know in DC, they go to frat parties together as groups, and they go there like they drink there, because like they get free admission, like they can go and like they get free alc, and then they go to like their friend's dorm like after that, which is kind of like not the actual function, but it's like. They prefer to be there. It's like I've heard like a lot of girls who aren't part of sororities necessarily, like, when they go to frats, they're like the vibe there is not really like what they want.
Well, when we did go, we went as like a pregame, and then we would go to the club after.
Okay, yeah. So that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like kind of like you had another destination in mind.
Yeah, I mean, this is like kind of embarrassing. Not even embarrassing. It's just like some people like. They're like, wow, when I say this, but like my night starts at like 9:30 and it ends at like I'd say 7 a.m.
Dude, that's nuts.
And let's say I'm doing that 3 times a week. It is a lot.
Like wait, what days of the week? Like Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays?
Yeah.
Like so in a row.
Yeah.
It's a bender. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Sometimes a Wednesday, sometimes a Sunday.
My nights are like 12:30 to like I go to bed at 12:30 and like at night. Like that's my.
Well, we have such a schedule. Like a lot of the times I have been dorming with like my best friends.
Okay.
So it's always like I love just like getting ready with them. So we get ready, we go out to dinner,
Yeah.
we pregame a bit like at like whatever restaurant we're going to,
Okay.
and this is like and then we go to a club, stay there from I'd say like 11:30 to 3. After, if there's an after.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I was gonna ask that. Like, obviously, like, I mean, I kind of assume, but like, the treatment of like dudes versus like girls, like clubs, like, how is that? Like, is it tangible? Like, you can notice it? Because I go to clubs in DC. And, like,
yeah, no, 100%. I mean, clubs in New York, it's like they would rather like they like want a lot of girls there, you know.
They want like an uneven ratio. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, honestly though, like the ratio is kind of even at some clubs, I'd say for sure, but it is definitely like harder to get free alcohol if you're a guy.
But I wouldn't even say it's like free alcohol. I just say like you just get like you can probably sit at a table, like you could probably do more stuff. It's like I think for a dude, like unless you're there and like you have like table access, like you're not really like can do much.
Me and my friends, we were talking about this today. We were trying to figure out how much money that we've like that we would have spent if we didn't get it for free on alcohol.
It's probably like 20, like up in like the 50. Like I would say $50,000 because like you guys.
No, it's like we stopped counting at like over 100K.
What?
Well, because the thing is at tables.
No way. Wait, so like how much is a bottle at a table? Like
it's expensive
like
at a club.
20, like 15.
I'm not quite positive. They're like. It's thousands. So if we're doing that 3 times a night, like thousands of dollars, like it adds up for
That
sure.
is insane. That is insane.
So that is definitely a perk of being a girl.
That sounds like so much fun.
No, it's a blast. I love
That's
it.
like it's a car. That's someone's like tuition that you
I
spent
know.
on
Well,
clothes.
the thing is, I didn't even used to drink a lot. Like I would go to
Yeah.
clubs and I wouldn't drink, and I'd be like, "Why am I not having fun?" And then my friends would always be a bit drunk, well, a lot drunk, and they always looked like they were having fun. So then I was like, "Why don't I try this?" And then I ended up loving it.
Yeah. So is that would that be your highlight? Like just like going out with your friends and like during the weekends?
It definitely is a big one. I'd say another big one is just all the people you meet. You meet so many different people, and you form so many different relationships with those people.
So you've like positively networked there, like in a good way. Like you've met.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
I mean,
good.
I've met a lot of like cool people.
Well, the thing is that see like I also networked in DC, but like I think your networking was different from mine because like I met like congressmen and stuff, and like I think I mean
you probably met different people than I did, but like I was more like strictly business in DC. Like I wasn't really going out. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, like what are we gonna do like this weekend? Like this weekend was like, okay, like how am I preparing for Monday? Like that was my weekend.
For school.
Yeah.
How is school for you there? Because I feel like the way I approach school is definitely different from yours.
I wasn't a fan of school just because like I went there for rowing, got injured, and then realized like okay like I don't really have a plan anymore because like that's the only reason I went to that school, and that being like so I was there, wasn't really having fun. Like everyone there is from like preppy Catholic kids, so it's like they kind of have a weird like their vibe is kind of weird. So I ended up making friends with like American and like GW and stuff. But school was fine. Like school was literally my entire like life in DC was like I was on airplane mode, and then like as soon as I had to go to like physical therapy or something, I'd like kind of like log back in, like do my physical therapy, and then like log back out, and just kind of like I was like it was super passive for me. Like, and it's passive in a way that like last year didn't even feel real. Like last summer felt like going in like this feels like if I'm taking a semester off, but like if I went to school this fall, this would have felt like
a semester off.
Yeah.
When did you decide that? I didn't know that.
Oh no, I thought I told everyone.
No.
I think I'm either taking a semester or like a year off.
Wait, that's dope as fuck. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be a rowing coach at like my rowing club.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take like some class, so like just some classes, like I can just like
wait.
put some stuff down.
That's like
transfer.
exactly what like, cause wait.
Because like
wait,
I
didn't know this.
Because I was gonna like I know I'm applying to a ton of schools too, so like I was applying to like hit like Davis school.
Are you gonna change schools? Do you not like your
Oh
school?
yeah,
right
I'm
now?
not going back to that school.
You don't like your
No,
school?
no. The thing is, I haven't told my coach yet. Like I
Oh shit.
So like I'm obviously like obligated to like tell them, and like I technically if I was going back to school, I would be going back in 2 weeks, but I'm not, and I haven't dropped out from that school. I'm on deferment.
Okay.
So it's like if I'm on deferment or like a leave of absence, I have to like let my athletics team know. And I just got off a call like a week ago with like the varsity captain, and he was like, "Hey, like, are you excited coming back?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I am excited." So like I kind of like just like capped on the whole thing.
That's, I don't know, for school, it's like, I think it's definitely different because when I go to school, the only time I'm actually at my school is
Yeah.
if I'm eating or if I'm doing a class.
Yeah.
And like a bunch of the people that I know, like, don't even go to my school. My best friends do. That's how we all met, because they're at my school.
Okay.
But I'd say that, so my friend group, it's like the 6 of us.
Yeah.
We barely talk to anyone at our school, and when we go out and like when
Is
we
your
actually
school
do
small?
things, I have no idea. I don't talk to
You know,
anyone at my school.
Wait,
I have no
wait, we
idea what
talked
the
about
size
this. I
of
could
it
have
is.
gone to school with you.
You
Like,
would have gone to my okay. The thing is, my school, I love it because I love my life.
No, it's weird. It's
But it's
weird.
a
I checked
bizarre
it out.
school,
I
'cause
checked
the
it
thing
out. It's
is,
weird. It's kind of weird.
My parents, I know I've told you this. I got into a good school with like for what my grades were in high school, it was like a 40% acceptance rate,
Yeah.
and like I could have like had a whole like future set up for myself, and
Yeah.
I chose a horrible school, horrible acceptance rate, horrible
what's your
graduation
major?
rate. I'm an art major because I came to New York wanting to be a tattoo artist,
Okay.
and I knew from from when I was at such like a young age that I wanted to live in New York. So like that's why I chose the really bad school over the good
Yeah.
school, because I just like I knew that's where I wanted to be. And
Well, like, would
honestly,
you say like you spend like? Are you doing anything like school related or no? 'Cause
Yeah,
It sounds
I
like
mean,
it sounds like it's
I-
been a minute long.
am I great at school? No. I will not, like, it's straight up, I suck at school. I've always been so bad at school. I had to, in high school, my parents put me in like this private like school for like 6 months, and it was like this weird
so, like, special ed. Like yes.
I
Like, was
wouldn't
it-
necessarily say
like,
that,
were you-
Katja.
Were you in learning center like when you were
No,
younger?
it was it was like this weird private school in Massachusetts,
Okay.
and I just had such bad motivation, and I was just like struggling like mentally.
I mean, yeah, I hate school. Like I hate doing school.
But in college I've actually been doing pretty okay.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot better than I did in high school, which is
Yeah.
surprising. I mean, to be fair, I'm not taking a lot of classes, but I'm taking enough to pass.
Okay.
And honestly, like, I'm proud of what I've been doing. I think that I definitely didn't expect myself to do this well, considering
Yeah.
all the other stuff I do. But
That's cool.
yeah.
I mean, like, so, like, I think the difference, again, like, obviously, because me and you have had, like, wildly different experiences at college, but I'd say, like, because you obviously, like, kind of found your purpose in New York,
I definitely I wouldn't say purpose, just because I still have
but you
no
found your
idea.
motivation, right?
No, I
No?
think I found myself.
Okay.
Like, that
okay.
sounds cringy as fuck, and that sounds, like, so cliche.
Yeah.
But, like, in high school and, like, middle school, I definitely, like, struggled a lot. I was, like, really weird. Davis.
Yeah.
Davis can, he was my favorite 8th grade bully.
Yeah, let's
but-
get Davis'
yeah.
comment on this.
There's no way. you
Davis,
can
please,
right now.
please talk about how
I'm
I
texting
was.
My grandma. But yeah, Kaya was a little bit different, but that's okay.
Mhm.
Cringy.
I wouldn't even say cringy. I would say just off.
Just a little different, yeah. you
Yeah.
know, but like that's okay, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But high school's for.
Yeah. So I feel like, senior year in high school, it was kind of weird. I felt like I was starting to like actually fit
Senior
in.
year was awesome. I
That was
loved
awesome. That's when I
senior
met
year.
you.
I love senior year.
Aw.
Cause senior year was like that's when I met a lot of people. 'Cause, like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
actually when I made like junior,
Like,
senior
I had-
years, like when I made like
to be
good
honest with
friends
you,
in
I
high
had
school.
absolutely. Like, you were in obviously my freshman class with Mr. Darian. that's
Oh
nice.
my god.
But
I've been mad at you getting kicked out of that class.
But I don't like. I genuinely just don't remember. I didn't even know you existed until like October.
Yeah.
You came up to me with some weird ass question about like something else.
No, we were in yoga. We had yoga together, and then we sat one time in the cafeteria. I asked to eat your sandwich, and then you pulled up.
Like my homemade sandwich.
I don't know what it was. You pulled up a photo of You pulled up a photo of this like wrestler, and he was like shirtless.
Oh, Chris Bumstead.
I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
I have that.
You
Wait,
pulled
yeah.
him up, and you go,
Let's look at
this dude is who I want to be. Like, he's so, like, whatever. And I was like, this is the fucking ugliest dude I've seen in my life, but pop off.
Wait, yeah, I think I have that photo somewhere.
I'll like throw it up for the audience like in a
I feel like
second.
you don't need to show it.
Okay, fine. I'll just share it between me and you. But like,
I don't need to see it again. I remember it.
no,
I have
no,
a
no,
photo of
because
it.
it's me
actually.
being like I was super embarrassed because like I think you posted on your story or something.
I did post that on my story.
That was so out of pocket. It was so out of pocket.
Wait, how did you know that? You weren't on that story at the time, were you?
I definitely was. You definitely added me as like soon as possible.
Which one were the clit at?
Or
Or Prissy Juice?
I don't know. I don't know actually. Where is this? There's too many like I'm exposing myself right now with all these photos. Yeah, right here. This one.
I took that photo.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
look,
it was.
like I'm just like covering my face. Like
Yeah.
that's Chris.
I think we
Fonseca's
bonded
style.
in our high school cafeteria, but yeah, no, I started to like fit in. I think senior year, that's like kind of when.
Well, senior year was like my stride because like I hit puberty super late.
We
So, like,
both did.
Like, I hit puberty like junior year, I think.
Because I used to look a lot different than I do
Yeah.
now, and so did you.
Like I looked like a child. I looked just
Well, you
terrible.
were a child.
I looked really bad. Anyways, but like I hit puberty like I think junior year of high school, and then like I really like also because I started rowing I started getting really into rowing like senior year as well. Like I kind of got jacked. Like I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but like I got like in good shape, etc. And also like I don't know. I just like I was just like a partying. Like my social life was just awesome in senior year. And I think that was just like really cool. And I enjoyed that a lot. But I don't know. It was kind of weird.
That's like another thing in college that I liked because I made a lot of good friends,
Yeah.
and a bunch of them have told me like I didn't ever think we were gonna be friends because I had heard such bad things about you, and then I became friends with you, and I actually like you, and I was surprised by it. Like they were like, I'm surprised that I actually like you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was another good thing about college is because I didn't have like no one knew anything about me. Like, no one.
You should have been like, well, I'm like related to like I don't know. You should have said something like Cap. Just like.
I could have lied, but no one knew me from what they heard about me or like who I used to be when I was like 15.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in high school, everybody just compares me to who I was when I was 15, and
Well, I think that's why I think we got along so well is because like I like met you kind of like in senior year.
mhm.
Like when I think of like you like my memory only goes back to like early senior year.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think I have like those like 15-year-old like Kaya.
And I just like hated the idea that people only knew me for who I was when, and looking back, I absolutely hate who I was when I was 15. Like,
I think everyone hates who they were.
I know
when they're
exactly,
15.
but the thing is, when you grow up in such a small town and everyone knows everyone,
Yeah.
it sticks, and like
It's-
that's
it's not
fine.
like Brookline's small. It's just the weird thing with like where we live is that like everyone knows everyone's business.
That
It's
is
like,
true.
It's a big town, but they know things. That, like, if something happens, like 20 minutes later, like someone you don't know will come and ask you about it, and like you're not supposed to
Everyone,
know that
because the thing,
information.
I feel like everyone knows so much about people know things that aren't even true
Yeah.
necessarily, but like, because I feel like everyone talks. I mean, like obviously I gossip, I talk. Like I'm a
Yeah.
big shit talker for sure. Like I'll fully
Yeah, you
admit
do
that.
a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why I don't tell you things.
You told me everything about your
I
life.
definitely not.
Because
Like,
I
not
would
the
never
most-
shit talk you.
Not the most important things, because you're definitely gonna go tell like someone else.
Can we cut that out?
Okay, yeah, we'll cut it out.
Cut out you saying mean things about me. Yeah, but anyway, I feel like everyone just talks to each other, and like obviously like I do the same thing. Like everybody loves a good gossip here and there,
Yeah.
but it always just gets so twisted in between.
Well, because it's a game of telephones, and by the time it gets to the last person, like it's just like the actual like thing that happened is completely wrong, like completely skewed up, and like you know,
mhm.
so it's actually what.
Well, oh, here's a story. So when I got
Yeah.
someone made up a rumor that happened, and when I heard about it I was like, that's so like fuck, like I would that would never like I would
Yeah.
never do that. And then it happened like 4 months later, and
you're
then
just
I was like, yo, these bitches are psychic. Like I was like, I can't even be mad about this rumor at this point
Yeah.
because it actually like it's true
That was
now.
funny.
But yeah, no. High school was definitely not my prime time for sure, but honestly, I like definitely struggled a lot, but just where I am now, like none of that matters to me. I've never been
Yeah.
happier in my life. I think I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I just like any like bad thing in my past just like has no effect on me anymore. Just because like I barely even think about it because I'm just like so consumed in my life right now.
I mean, I think that like who we were is what defines us, not like who we want to be.
I don't think, honestly, I don't agree with that. I don't think who we were has. I would hate to think that.
The reason you're sitting here right now with me, like with this podcast, and like.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I actually begged to be on this podcast for months, so.
Yeah, but like I think like all this all culminated to one moment. So it's like you're here because of like everything you did prior to this moment.
That is true. I mean, I wouldn't say I regret.
Okay.
Like because I would, if every bad thing that I've done or that has happened to me.
How can you not like look back at yourself like a couple of years ago and be like, oh, like that was a pinnacle moment for me. Like that was like why I am who I am today.
Well, I definitely agree with that. I would not there's a lot of stuff I regret. Okay, I do regret a lot of things, but I wouldn't undo them because if it meant that me undoing them wouldn't get me to where I am right now.
Yeah.
Like I would not undo that because I would not I don't want to be anywhere else than where I am right now. And I feel like definitely my past has got me here, and I do think about it for sure, but it doesn't have the same effect as it does now. Now it's just kind of like a memory, and it doesn't cause an emotion for me.
Because I tend to reflect on the past a lot, just kind of look at what I've done and how it could change.
Really, I was just so focused on the present.
Because I mean and I've only recently done this because of my injuries. Because I was
yeah.
I got injured and then I got super out of shape and it really messed up the way I was looking at everything, because to me the way I look is everything. I don't know if you have the same issue, but
well, I mean, yeah, the way I people see me is definitely a big part.
It's not the way other people see me, it's the way I see myself. So it's when I look in the mirror, because I've been rowing for since I was in 7th grade, and to see and the way I visualize all that hard work I put in is via the medals in my room and just the way I look, and I guess that resembles who I am.
Honestly I get that. I mean, growing up I always had I was people never would call me attractive growing up. And then when it started happening, I think
you were
that
what? No way. That happened to me too. A lot of beginning of senior year, a lot of girls just started hitting on me, and it was just so much fun because I just I never had that experience before. So which was not infinite access, but just I just had so many more options than I did previously.
Infinite access.
I said I'm not gonna say infinite access, but I had way more options than I did previously, and it wasn't that I didn't know what to do with them, but like you said, it was kind of whoa, what's going on,
well,
because I still saw myself as that weird kid in the mirror.
Well, for me, it was kind of interesting for me because I started off with I used to be butt fuck ugly.
Yeah.
And I had a really
I wouldn't say that. I've seen photos of you when you were younger. Don't be that harsh on yourself.
Davis, get out here.
Wait, casual. How long have you had those shoes for? I'm sorry, I was just staring at those shoes. The Union LA's.
I've had them for the ones in the box, the
No,
Velcro.
the ones that they're I don't even. Are they a Jordan Low?
We're having a debate. Davis.
I did kind of hear some.
Was I hot in 8th grade?
Yeah, wait. You're gonna be the invisible man.
No way, just
Say it straight, Davis. Say it straight.
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
Damn. I'm sorry, Kyle.
No, that's what. Oh wait, I turned my mic off.
No, you didn't.
No, Davis, you're helping me right now.
Okay. It's part of your come up story.
What?
Yeah, no, the mic's not.
I said it's part of your come up story.
My come up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a come up?
You're ugly, now you're beautiful, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You know what Kazra said to me yesterday? He says this to me once a month. You're so pretty, but you could be so much prettier if you went to the gym.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling her that. I'm like Kyle, you're super hot, but if you got a fat ass, you'd be.
Damn, you should be lucky that Kazra tells you that.
Dude, I know, cause my ass used to be fat. That's what I hate. It used to be fat,
Okay.
and then I lost weight, and
we're getting a bit off topic.
Okay.
Actually, no. I think this is actually a good spot to end it. But
yeah, I mean, I think college is.
Can you go back to my question now? How long have you had those for? Those are fucking fresh. I have not seen those.
like
That is like one of the few shoes in my life that I've seen and been like,
I think I've only
What?
had them for like 6-7 months.
damn. What are they? 11?
10.5.
Okay.
Actually, no, they could be 11. Check. You can check.
I was gonna say. Like,
Well, put it back the way you were.
size.
Okay. Well,
No,
anyways.
they're out of the box. They're saying.
No,
Thank
I'm
you
saying
so
just
much.
Place them back if you're gonna touch
Oh, I
them.
didn't touch them.
No, you
I just
can
looked
touch
at
them if you want. But it's
Well,
like.
I picked it up and put it down. It's back exactly.
Okay, it
how
doesn't
it's
matter.
back.
Anyways, Kai, I want to thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you for having me.
I
I've been
think
so excited
we
to
learned
Yeah,
do
a
this.
lot.
redo that outro. Like that's.
Oh, should we do? Let's redo the outro. Okay, ready?
What were
1,
you
2,
talking on before you called me in?
1, 2, 3.
What?
Okay. Anyways, Kai, I want to thank you for actually, I want to thank you for coming. I think I think our audience learned a lot just about us and like just like the differences in
For
college
sure.
experiences. I think that like this was entertaining. Yeah,
For me,
so-
it definitely was.
I think I had a lot of fun having you, and like maybe I'll have you again in the future.
Oh yeah, I would love to come on again.
And yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, thank you guys, and see you guys next
Thank you to all the fans of K Schlump.
time.